Now we want to discuss the theory. So I'm just going to go ahead and slide to the right here. This is basically what we did. We drew two number lines on the board to create a grid here. And when we did this, we started off by putting points on each axis here. So there's a point here. We measured over. If you wanted to measure over 10 inches, 10 centimeters, whatever you wanted to measure over, we are just trying to measure over and then place these points in these locations right now. So we know that the radius of this circle is going to be at this location here, at this location, at this location. They should all be the same length. And now we are going to measure the radius out to each individual point. So we're just basically pulling a ruler or putting a ruler on the origin and then measuring out and then placing a point to represent that vector. And then we'll do that again, okay, all the way through. So what we're ending up finding is our X and Y values for each and every one of these points. So if I just put this here, this point, and so we measure by placing the ruler like so, and then we can get our measurement on the X axis, and then we measure our ruler over like this, and we can get our Y axis value, okay? That's great. Now, I am going to just slide over one more time and just give you a bit more formal description of this point here. Let's just call it some other X and Y. And let's give it a formal Y. And let's give it a formal X here. All right, I'll just need to put that in like so. And so we have our X and our Y, and we're actually measuring our X. So you're gonna, the value here for X and Y, let's just say it's 1 and 2. That's the length of X and the length of Y. Just in case you don't, you've never understood that. That's really what we're talking about. And then we have theta here. And theta is the definition of the angle. So it's really something like delta theta, where delta theta is equal to theta F minus theta initial. In other words, there's an initial angle measured at this location, and it's on the x-axis, and then we have a theta F here. It's measured, it's just measured there, and we use a protractor to measure it. So a lot of times when we're talking about the angle, we're talking about the change in the angle. So this is delta theta, but we'll just refer to it as theta for to be expeditious. So let's define the 3 trigonometric functions that we are going to discuss in this lab, or that we're going to analyze. We have the sine function. It equals to the calculation of, the measurement of y over the calculation of r. Then we have the cosine angle. It equals to the measurement of x over the calculation of r. And then we have tangent of theta, and it just equals to y over x. Now, r is equal to the square root of x squared plus y squared. This is Pythagorean's theorem. Okay? So this is Pythagorean's theorem. So this is the theory that we're going to use.